It's Wednesday, July the 15th, and you're tuned in to the JB Podcast. I'm Vince.
Hey, Anthony.
And this is the Geek Chic Culture Show. We talk about all the cool things in the whole wide world. What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up?
I see you are starved for energy right now.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Like something has drained you before this podcast.
Yeah, man, all the sex, dude.
Just banging all these bitches, bro. I don't even...
I just... Duty calls, right?
Yeah, I was so surprised, like, just one after another girls just kept leaving your room.
Yeah.
And, like, not a single one of them was your girlfriend.
Oh, I know.
It was crazy.
Oh, well, sometimes...
Sometimes you gotta branch out, you know?
You know, word travels fast, so...
About what? About what?
It's a good thing she doesn't listen to this. Anyways, I lost my train of thought. What is this week?
Did you have a train of thought to start with?
No, I didn't. I guess, first things first, it's a bit early, but your birthday's coming up, Anthony.
Thank you.
So happy early birthday.
Happy early birthday, thank you.
Your birthday is on the Monday, it is the Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And, you got any big birthday plans?
No.
No.
Me and my girlfriend, we got a hotel room down in downtown Toronto. Probably gonna go to some game stores, buy some food. I'm just gonna chill. There's not much I can really plan on a COVID birthday.
Same. I think, my birthday's happened at the start of COVID, so yeah.
At least, like, luckily, yeah, like, for you, we extra couldn't do anything because it was the start. Like,
Yeah.
Everything was down.
Yeah.
Like, at least for me, it was, like, Toronto's in stage 2, so I can, like, walk into some stores, maybe walk around with the mask on.
Yeah.
Avoid some people, do whatever.
For sure.
But, yeah, I don't know. It's just... I guess I would have wanted to do something bigger for the 3-0.
Oh, you're turning 30.
The 03, my bad.
You old man.
Yeah. I'm sorry, how old are you?
21?
I still have 5 days left.
Well, I'm 21.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You know how I know that?
I'm pretty sure I'm 21.
You're not, though.
I'm forever 21.
Oh, didn't that store close down? Didn't that
It did.
Brand close down?
It did.
So yeah, I would have probably wanted to, like, do a party.
Yeah.
Or, like, one last hurrah at a club.
Oh, yeah.
And then realize I'm too old for this shit, and then go home.
Mm-hmm.
But what can you do?
Yeah, what can you do? Damn.
So I'm gonna do what I do every night, Pinky. Play video games.
Wow. Nice. Sounds nice. Cool. All right, let's get into the show then, yeah?
Yeah.
I think we have 3 emails.
Yeah.
Because we missed one last week, and...
we have 2 corners to go to visit.
Yeah, so in the blue corner, Rafid's Kidosen Shigandamu corner.
I love the fucking weeaboo English.
Hey, TNIAB crew. Hope things are going well and you guys have that team up video for the YouTube channel in the works. Growing up, I loved Gundam.
Mm-hmm.
Started with Gundam Wing and G Gundam thanks to Toonami and kept up with the main series on and off. Mecha are just too cool. I also had a few Gunpla and other plastic model kits thanks to Beyblades. But as the years went by, I explored other interests and didn't really explore the medium as much. I still watch the anime occasionally. I missed Seed and don't plan on visiting it anytime soon.
Okay.
But I love 00 and more recently Iron-Blooded Orphans. Parentheses still hurts. I even revisited the original Gundam series thanks to the entire series being easily available online.
Mm-hmm.
Still, I hadn't really dived into Gundam as much as I did when I was younger until recently I felt this desire to finally dive back into the series. When I'm working out on bikes or treadmills at the gym, I'm trying to catch up on series like Gundam Build Fighters Try, and at home I've been watching Zeta Gundam. I even have a little starter kit for Gunpla ready to go, but I might hold off on that until I have more room to work with. What properties, hobbies, or interests have you guys dived back into? What was the catalyst that drove you all to dive back into them? Did you go all in, or did you just focus on one aspect of the hobby/property? Stay safe and stay nerdy. Take care.
Sound like a Minecraft villager.
So is he asking like something that we did something before and left and came back too?
That's what it sounds like.
Okay.
Because, like, I've definitely had the same hobby since I was, like, 6.
I think mine's... I've told my story countless times.
Yeah.
Like, I've left the whole nerd scene in high school.
Yeah.
For girls.
That's your first mistake.
And then I came back.
These hoes ain't loyal, as Chris Brown told us.
Now, girls are worth it, but, like, listen.
Some girls are worth it.
Some girls are worth it, but, like, I couldn't stay away. I couldn't stay away.
The taste of temptation.
Whenever I tried to leave, there would be something in my life that would be like, no, but Vince, you must return.
Yeah, remember this thing that was amazing?
Exactly.
Don't you miss it? Like,
Yeah.
I do.
The homeland is calling you.
The homeland.
So, yeah. Mine is just, like everything, like video games and anime and toys or whatnot.
I think I come in and out of anime once every couple of years. Mm-hmm. Where I'll be like, okay, I'll start watching anime again, and then I just stop. I was like, okay, I'll start watching anime again, and I'll stop. Like, I think I'm on the stop portion of that. Like, I just canceled my Crunchyroll account.
Okay.
And stuff like that, but...
Okay.
I don't know if there's ever been anything that was like...
You've never, like, left, and you've come back.
The only time I've left collecting video games is when I was broke. And that was more necessity of living rather than... and having a social life rather than actually not wanting to do it anymore.
That's true. Okay, that's fair enough. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything, like, I really, like, I grew up with and then just, like, took off.
Mm-hmm.
Other than whatever obvious thing I stated, but, like, I don't know.
Just like this podcast, we have been consistent with our hobbies.
Yeah, I guess.
This is a boring answer.
I got nothing for you, like, I don't know.
Well, okay, I used to do black tar heroin. And then...
Ooh, okay. Okay.
And I was like, yo, but what about selling that shit? And then I forgot NWA's first rule is don't get high on your own supply. And then,
I used to get drunk a lot more in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And then after high school, I was kind of over it. But recently, being in the corporate world, it's all people do.
Man, COVID drinking, though.
So...
I've been out of whiskey for a while.
Yeah?
Like, I finished my 2 nice bottles of whiskey. Burp. Ugh. And then, like, I haven't replaced it at all. And I'm like, maybe I should get back into alcohol. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it's also like, is that a hobby where it's just like, I should get back into alcohol?
I don't know. I think some people would call themselves like that's their hobby. Like I'm a
connoisseur.
Yeah, I'm the whiskey.
I'm the wine guy. I'm the whiskey guy. Okay.
Right? Like there's always that one person who knows fuck, what am I talking about? Everybody knows about craft beer. Like, what am I saying?
Did you see the new Pro ZD sketch?
No.
That's like your hobby before and after you find the subreddit for your hobby.
Yes, he put some sort of like
yeah. And the first one was like, oh, this water's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then the second one is just like, well, I like to keep the pH balance, this and that, and like whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, no, sorry, man. Like, I don't think I have anything that, like, I've truly left and come back to.
Like, I think the reason, like...
At least not in the context that he is speaking of.
And definitely, like, I think the reason that we are knowledgeable within our hobbies...
Because we never left.
Is because we never left. Like, is because we have that continuous knowledge of whatever dumb shit we're into. Like, again, we're not solving cancer. Like, it's just toys and video games, but...
Yeah. More or less.
Like, I would like to assume that we're pretty knowledgeable about our hobbies based on the time we've been doing it.
Same. I think so. I hope so.
What's that, like, psychological effect where it's like the less you know, the more you think you know, but then once you get past a certain threshold, you realize you know nothing?
Oh.
It's like when you're a beginner, you think you know everything, and then you learn more about whatever it is, and then you're like, fuck, I know jack shit. Until you become an expert again, and then you're like, okay, I know some stuff.
Yes.
There's like some psychological...
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I don't know what it's called, that phenomenon, but yeah.
I like to think I'm at the end.
Oh, do you? Good for you. All right. In Rafid's Bread Corner...
Is Rafid Khan.
is Across the Media is titled. Hey, TNIAB, hope you're doing well.
Still doing well.
Recently, I was watching clips of Interstellar 5555.
That's a good movie.
thinking back to middle school, how a friend of mine introduced me to the anime style and how I found Daft Punk through Interstellar 5555.
Same, buddy.
And how a lot of anime openings introduced me to various bands and their music. What are some media pop culture you guys found through other media, whether it's music through shows, movies, or vice versa? Take care and stay safe.
I actually got really obsessed with graffiti for a couple years. And like the graffiti scene. Because of Mark Echo's Getting Up on the PS2.
Oh.
When Mark Echo decided to make a video game about graffiti.
Oh.
And I just thought that world was so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Just like the whole like rebellious street art style. Just like kind of making your mark on the city kind of thing. I thought that was like super sick for the longest time.
Yeah.
Like even so much so, I guess I can, yeah, even so much so now that like I went out, I didn't do like murals or some shit. I just like,
Yeah.
I had like little stickers I would like post up everywhere with my little fake fucking graffiti tag name and stuff. And I bought one of those like heavy duty permanent markers and I would just like draw on walls and shit.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. I was kind of a little shit.
Wild. Wild.
But other than that, a lot of it has been music. Like a lot of my music taste, and I think the reason I'm a music hipster in certain ways is not a self-proclaimed one. Other people call me this, like you.
Yes. I do.
Is like through music through video games and like learning. Was it like a lot of sports games I used to play back in the day? They have like crazy soundtracks of like bands you've never heard of, but they're cheap to license, right? Like if you play early FIFA games or early NFL games and stuff like that. There's just a lot of music in there that's like supposed to be the hip cool stuff because it's like that's the new FIFA. You want the hip cool shit, but like the music lasted longer with me than those games did and stuff like that. And it just kind of opened up a whole new world of discovering different art and stuff like that. Practical skills, almost fucking nothing. Yeah, it's all
sense.
like entertainment and time waster type shit.
Yeah. I think for me, I would say this is, I guess, it's more about the things I was into growing up. So I've always been into cars, like the car scene and like modding cars, but like, late 90s, early 2000s, like that was the era of like modding your car. And because of that, I got really into like hip hop culture, like, because that's the type of music they always play.
Did you subscribe to Import Tuner magazine?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Who didn't?
Of course I did. Come on. Did that, got really into like dressing like in like the super urban fashion style.
Just Iverson jerseys all day.
Yeah, big jerseys, big pants, basketball shoes.
Remember baggy clothes?
Yeah.
They're so comfy.
I had tons of that stuff. So yeah, I would say that, like, just being in the car scene naturally led to me to that, and like it all came to a full culmination with Need for Speed Underground 2, and then like,
oh baby, that game's so good.
and then you're like, oh, that was like a little nice time capsule.
Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition.
Yeah, right. Like that was like the it shit. So like that's why a lot of my like music references come from that kind of era. It's like that was the type of stuff that was playing.
X gonna give it to you.
Yeah, 369.
Damn girl, fine.
Yeah. So like all that fun stuff from there.
Okay.
But more recently, I don't know. I don't really think it's kind of like that. Like when I play games, like there's a lot of games I like where I love the soundtrack, but I'll never explore beyond just the game soundtrack.
Oh really? Okay.
Like when I love the Mass Effect soundtrack, but I've never been like,
You're not into kind of sci-fi ambiance soundtracks?
no, like I have the Mass Effect soundtrack, but like it stops there. Like it starts and ends with there.
I know some guys. Let me hit you up with some bands.
Oh no.
Let me tell you about the experimental ambient scene from the 80s.
No. I mean, I will say, like, because I'm so into like sci-fi video games, it's gotten me to like pick up a sci-fi novel here and there. But then again, I don't know if that's not because I just like sci-fi.
I think there's a certain point too at where like exploring new things like outside of your this kind of goes back into his other question too of like of your other kind of ingrained hobbies.
Yeah.
Kind of becomes slower as you get older. Because like the more you experience something, the more you can kind of like make assumptions. Like like I like extreme sports.
Yeah.
But like I know I'm not gonna be good enough ever to like be a professional skateboarder, right? Yep. So that stops me from saying like getting into snowboarding.
Yeah.
Which is something I used to do, but don't do anymore.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
And it's just like it's like harder to convince yourself almost to just be like, let's like kind of branch out of this comfort zone and let's see what's going on here. It's also like less time.
Yeah.
Right?
For
like
sure.
In high school, it's like, I got all fucking day to do this.
Yeah.
Right? But now it's just like, oh, I work 40 hours a week, or I'm in university, or I have other responsibilities.
Yeah, I think because like you're so... Yeah. Yeah, in high school you definitely have more time. You have more time, and while you make less money, you actually have more money.
That you have more expendable income.
Yes. Because all of your paycheck could just go to whatever the...
Dude, I remember when I fucking blew a whole paycheck on Ray-Bans. Like, I was just like, this is 2 weeks worth of work. I don't fucking care. Fuck it. Like,
yeah, it was good shit.
Like, who cares?
Yeah. Ah, I miss those days.
You can live those days, Vince.
Can I?
Okay, you can live those days.
Can I?
So first off, sell the car.
Jeez.
To sell your baby.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
You don't even need a car. Your girlfriend has a car. Just get her to drive you everywhere.
No, No.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
No.
That's toxic masculinity right there.
To be fair, I've been trying to teach her to drive my car.
How's that going?
It's all right, I guess.
How's your clutch?
Sometimes it smells like it's burning.
You roast any fucking marshmallows over your engine yet?
No? Not yet.
Okay.
She's not confident enough to be on the road yet, but it's all just a plan so that when we go out, I can drink.
That's that's a smart move.
Yeah, I'm like, listen, in emergency situations, I need you to be able to drive this car.
You know what would have solved that situation?
What?
If you got an automatic car.
No. No. No.
Yeah, at least that's more progress than mine. I can't even get mine in the driver's seat.
Oh.
I'm like, just sit in it. No!
Oh, that's a problem. Yeah, that's a problem. It's definitely a problem. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
I'll get there eventually.
But yeah, going back to your question, yeah, I don't know. Sorry, buddy. I don't really... No.
Yeah, we fucking bombed on these questions this week.
Yeah, sorry.
I feel bad.
Sorry, I know you're like hoping for us to give you more, but we didn't. So let's switch gears.
We're old curmudgeons.
Hit up to Brian /Crosspicks with his short mail.
Oh, okay.
Hello, fellow nerds. I'll keep it nice and short today.
All right.
What are some of the most batshit crazy moments that you guys have experienced together? TJ can chime in too.
Together.
Have a good one, Ryan.
Together.
Yeah. I don't know if TJ heard the question.
TJ, you have been invited in on this question.
Okay.
What is in your memory the most batshit crazy moments that have happened to us together in our lives? It could be like, I assume you guys got some crazy shit from high school because you went to the same high school. I know if Blavin was here, he'd be like, listen, please, I know all these stories. I got all these stories. Let me tell you.
I think Blave would have a lot of Blavin stories, though.
But I'm sure we were there for the Blavin stories.
Were we?
But we just didn't know. Like, or just we didn't remember because it's not our story. It's something crazy that happened to Blavin while we were in the presence of Blavin.
Then that's not the question. The question is, like, specifically we were together.
Together.
I can't think of anything crazy that's happened.
Dude, we're fucking boring people.
I remember, like, when me and TJ were in high school, we would go clubbing in high school, right?
Underage clubbing?
I can't remember.
What? There's only like a 3-month window you can go clubbing in high school for you. So,
Is
legally.
There? Oh. Yes.
True.
Yes.
But like, wasn't crazy or anything.
Yeah, it was just like... Yeah.
Realizing that clubs are a money drain?
Yeah, I guess you're like 17, 18. Yeah, I don't know.
You know, for as much shit as we talk about each other, I don't know if we're like shit disturbers in regular life.
I mean, no, I know I'm not. Like, I've been in those scenarios that I guess are fun, crazy social times, but
Yeah.
I don't think they've been with you guys. And I don't mean that because, like,
Is it boring?
no, it's just because the people I end up with are just like, oh, I guess I'm with that crew today.
Yeah, like I hang out with you guys a lot because you're all reasonable people.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I've been in situations like you guys have said. I remember hanging out with people who used to be a part of the Italian crew I would hang out with, or the skater crew. And like one time we went to go like egg houses in the winter, and one of our friends got nabbed by some guy who jumped the fence after we egged his house.
Yeah.
Wow, crazy.
But that's like not you guys.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, I can say, I know some, like, funny moments. I don't know about batshit crazy. I
There's
remember
some funny moments.
Like, I remember the one time we were at a party, and we were drunk, and there was a girl who was clearly hitting on you.
I'm still salty about this. I'm still
Like,
salty.
She basically sat on your lap, and you had no clue.
I had zero clue. This girl, okay, we were at a party, and this girl came up to me.
And at this point, we were all pretty drunk.
We were all pretty hammered.
Yeah.
And this girl, you know, she's pretty fine.
Yeah.
She's a nice looking girl. And she came up to me, and she's like, hey, do you mind if I grab a seat? And I look around, and there's no seats left.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. So I scooch over, and I give her like half the seat.
Yeah.
And then I continue talking at the table
Yeah.
with everyone else.
Yes.
Right? Totally ignoring the girl right beside me.
Yes.
Because in my head, I'm like, yeah, that's just, she needs a seat. I get it. like,
Obviously.
listen, I wouldn't want to stand either.
and if I were to ask
That's
someone for a seat, they would scooch over me too.
Maybe not Vince, but I think someone would scooch over. I think someone would have a kind enough heart to scooch. Right?
Yeah.
And that was that. Like, that's the whole fucking thing. And like the next day, because I remember that day we slept over at your house.
Yeah.
Because I could not drive home.
Yeah.
So we walked back to your place and I slept on the couch.
Yeah.
And Vince is like, Anthony, you're a fucking idiot. I'm like, what are you talking about? What'd I do? And he's like, that girl was hitting on you. I was like, no fucking way. I was so oblivious.
Yeah.
I just went straight to, yeah, there's no seats left. Like, if she like, everyone else is sitting. She's the only one standing. Like, this makes sense. Just sit down.
Yeah.
I also remember when I broke my collarbone.
Oh, yeah.
And you guys sent me pictures of you doing activities that involve your collarbone. You fucking pricks.
That was so good. That was so good. That was great. I still remember one of my favorite moments is we were in Japan, and we were in Kyoto, and the fucking the students swarmed you.
Yes, 6 foot tall redheaded white
Because
kid.
on their scavenger hunt was like find a tourist and
Yeah.
ask him questions.
And they're like, yo, that guy's not Japanese.
So me and teacher just ditched.
I was stuck.
There's like a crowd of them too.
Why are these all at my expense?
I don't know. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, we have a lot of like embarrassing, like, we're not the type of people to get into situations where it's like dangerous.
Yeah, like, oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, but we're definitely the type of situations to like let our friends get into awkward moments.
Oh yeah, it's good. It's good stuff.
I still, you know what, this one might have been, it could have been dangerous. Of when we were at your ex's place for a party.
Yeah.
And the one guy got super drunk.
Yeah.
Talking about like racism and all that shit. Like, and he's a big black guy.
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember.
And then I was sitting beside him, and he like raised his hands up because he was like so fucking angry about whatever the hell he's talking about. And I high-fived him, and I was like, "I feel you, brother." And it just killed the mood. And like that situation totally could have been I'm getting my ass kicked, or like he doesn't know what to do, and it went to he doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, I think like all my crazy stories are people with whom I would never want to hang out with again.
Yeah. Yeah, like my craziest stories happened a lot in like early university, late high school, and that's because like one of my friends, her boyfriend was a drug dealer.
That's recipe for disaster.
So you can just imagine when like, yeah, Vince, let's go camping this weekend. I've rented cars. You take that one. I'm like, oh, okay.
Is it full of drugs?
He's like, just drive it.
Why is this car so heavy?
Okay.
That's that's a little shady.
Yeah.
That's a little shady.
I honestly can't really remember much of that weekend, but yeah.
I wonder why.
I was exhausted.
It was exhausting. I was just tired. I was sleepy.
So sleepy.
I was working doubles at the grocery store. Like, it was rough.
Yeah, in the middle of the campfire, yeah. That's what I was doing. Just chopping wood all weekend.
Chopping wood. You were mowing that grass.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Do you have any stupid stories from your childhood?
What do you mean by stupid?
Like, something you or a friend did that at the time you're like, that makes sense. But when you're an adult now, you're like, that was a fucking stupid thing to think as a kid.
Oh, I'm sure I
So,
have.
like, my example is, I used to have this friend. I'm not going to name him. His name, we'll just call him Jay.
Yeah.
And Jay was like, he wanted, like, his aspiration was to be a druggie. like he was like, I saw cool kids smoking pot once, so obviously that's the cool shit to do. So by the time we hit grade 9, like, we would hang out in this like area by hydro lines by my house, and he's like, Anthony, yo, you gotta come with me to our spot, right? It's just like this little fucking clearing in the forest or whatever. And I'll be like, okay. So I went, and there was a bunch of dry grass on the ground. And he's like, yeah, I picked this up like 2 days ago, and I put it on this mat, and then it all dried out. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, we're gonna smoke it. And I was like, what? And he's like, no, I heard that the older kids smoke grass.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, this sounds great.
So I pulled up some grass, and now it's ready. Right? It's ready to roll, baby. And so this fucking idiot got A4 size printer paper from his house and rolled dry grass into it. And then tried to smoke it. And me at the time, I was like, I was a fucking dork, so like anything remotely involving drugs, I was like, I don't know, guys. Like,
Yeah.
And like, he's like, no, man, I feel it. I'm like, I'm totally high.
my bones.
I'm totally high right now. And at the time, like, I was like, what, 15, 14? Like, I know no better. I'm like,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Sure. Like, I guess.
Yeah.
And then, like, when I was like 20, 21, I saw him on the street just walking or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, man, what's up? And then, like, the memory rushed back. And I was like, oh, that's so dumb. That's so stupid. I can't believe I thought that was how you get high.
I mean, yeah, I don't. I'm trying to think back to grade 9 about dumb things that happened in grade 9, because like that's usually the catalyst, the turning point.
Yeah.
of dumb
Or like
situations.
late elementary school where they're
Yeah.
like, yo, see that condom on the playground? That was mine. I was banging some girls last night. And like shit like that. Like, yeah, I'm not a virgin, yo. I have sex all the time. I'm fucking 12. Like,
I remember the first time in high school, like some girl wore her thong is showing like outside of her
Yeah.
her jeans, and I remember one of the guys, my friend Juan, was like, "Yo, Vince, check that out!
check out a thong, bro.
Yo, that's it." And I was like, "Yeah, Juan, yeah."
You know, if like a girl puts the pin on her skirt on a diagonal, bro, that means she's down to fuck.
So stupid.
It's so dumb. It's so stupid.
Yeah, I remember all those.
Yeah, I think the craziest story was when, as like a 12-year-old, 11, 12-year-old, I got invited to my friend's baseball game.
Yeah.
Right? And it was more so, I think it was more so my parents were like, hey, can you just take my kid to this fucking
Yeah.
baseball game? And so we drove up to fucking London. And
Wow.
we went to London and I was watching my friend's baseball game and it was fucking boring.
Yeah.
It was just like no hits, no nothing. And so my friend's parents were like, yeah, I don't think you have to watch this game. You can go like, there's a skate park across the street. And I made friends like with these fucking older kids like immediately. Because I was like, I knew how to do an ollie. And they're like, whoa, this 11-year-old said do an ollie, right?
Yeah.
And these fucking like 18-year-olds were like, oh shit, we gotta go to a thing. Like, and they're like, you want to come with us? And I'm like, well, how far is it? And I'm like, it's not far. It's just like 5 minutes down the road, like skateboard. And I was like, okay, sure, because I'm a fucking idiot. So I went with these strangers in the city I don't know to a high school house party.
Nice.
And as soon as I walk up with these kids, one of the kids with the skateboard smashes the shit out of another kid on the front lawn.
Whoa.
Just full on, he's grabbing the board by his trucks and just boom! Right in his head. And like, I immediately ran away. I immediately was like, I'm close enough to know where to go. I am out of there.
Wow.
And like, I would never want to hang out with those kids again, but it's definitely a story.
Yeah, wow. Wow. Wow.
I was on 11 and watched like First Degree Murder. Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. I don't think I had those kind of experiences.
You gotta hang around more skate parks.
Yeah, no, mine were more just like... Yeah, no, my stories are more just like house parties.
Okay.
People getting high. Just regular high school stuff, right?
Okay,
Like
okay.
getting high, getting drunk, having sex in rooms, and then you're walking in and be like, oh, sorry, I'll get out of here.
You guys had sex?
Let me throw up in this vent.
In this vent? You threw up in the vent?
Oh man, one of the worst places I threw up was at some girl's house, and like I just remember like so I walked into some room and like my friends were having like sex, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh sorry, I'll
Oh,
get
my
out of
bad.
here.
Oof, that was a lot of boy ass.
And then I was like, yo V, where are you? She's like, I'm over here. I'm like,
I don't know where that is.
I was like, yeah, and she pulled me, and then I was like, she's like, come sit with me. I'm like, okay, cool. We sat beside this plant,
yeah.
but beside the plant was like the vent, like the
Yeah,
AC.
like air conditioning, yeah.
I was like, dude, I'm gonna throw up. And she's like, don't do it in the plant. That plant is fake. Like, it's not gonna, like,
Yeah.
take it. I'm like, well...
I don't think a real plant would take it, to be fair.
Yeah. And then she's like, I'm like, I don't think I could stand. And she's like, I got an idea. And I'm like, what? She's like, let's just pull this open.
No!
I was like, okay, here we go.
I'm committing!
And then we covered it up. And then she's like, can we just roll out of here? I'm like, yeah, let's go. Let's go, V. You're a good friend, V.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
But also hilarious.
It was very hilarious.
I don't know, do you think you can have like a long-lasting friendship
With the crazy person?
With the crazy person? With the person that you're going out doing crazy shit with? Or is there a time where eventually it's just like, this is not a fruitful relationship
I think so, yeah.
to either of us?
Yeah. It's like having a friend who's always like, you only hang out with them when they're drunk or when they're high.
Yeah.
Like,
Or the only time they want to come out is when there's some sort of substance involved.
Like, I don't think you can. I don't think it's sustainable.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
No.
It turns out, like, all the boring shit we thought adults would do are, like, necessary for, like, actually living a fruitful life in some respects.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, baby.
I can't just go fucking shooting 8 balls every night.
Yeah.
Or can you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's... Unfortunately, we are more level-headed people.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have super crazy stories. Sorry, man.
With each other.
Yeah, with each other.
Specifically.
Yeah.
But we can change that, baby.
No, I'm good.
I'm good. Okay, all right.
I'm pretty good where we are.
Like, we can go to the club again.
No.
We can just cause shit. Just start coughing on people.
Oh my god. No. All right, let's go into our picks of the week. Go into our picks of the week. Yes. So apparently, a giant Gundam will be built in China.
Yeah, I saw this. What Gundam is it?
So China's getting a Gundam, and they're getting the Freedom Gundam.
Ironic. How fucking ironic. really sorry, like, any Chinese listeners. Well, holy fuck, that's hilarious.
Yeah, they're getting it.
Do you think that's on purpose? That's got to be on purpose.
Well, I don't know, because it's being built in front of the Japanese-owned Mitsui shopping park
Is this some fucking, like...
in Shanghai.
Is this some propaganda flex?
I think so.
Is it just like, hey, Japan shopping complex is associated with freedom, so you should immigrate here?
Yeah, so like I don't know. You know, cool. It's cool that other countries are gonna get Gundams. I hope I live long enough to see a Gundam in every country, and then we just have G Gundam.
Listen. That's what I'm hoping. I want every Gundam to be built in every country to be the Gundams from G Gundam.
Yes, I think that would be great.
Mexico will get Tequila Gundam.
One can dream.
Sweden will get Big Titty Gundam.
Oh my god. My next one is a toy one. This is like kind of like not really something I would pay attention to, but I thought it was a cool story. Hasbro, who makes Marvel Legends, and Marvel Legends are those 6-inch action figures of all your favorite Marvel superheroes.
Okay, like the stuff your mom would get you.
Yeah, and like, well, they're collector stuff too now, but like,
oh, are they really?
Yeah, Marvel Legends. Yeah, the 6-inch.
Okay.
Yeah. They've gotten expensive over the years. I mean, when I started picking them up, they were like $15. Now they're regularly $30.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's not because the Canadian dollar's ass.
No, that's just like
Quality went up.
I guess.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. They're not cheap anymore. Anyways, lately, like, they've been doing, like, characters to really, I guess, appeal to core collectors or collectors who grew up in the 90s. So, like, one of their more popular lines is the X-Men, especially the ones based out of that original X-Men cartoon.
Yeah.
And people love X-Men, and especially those who like, or video game fans who like Marvel vs. Capcom, and they like the X-Men.
I do like Marvel vs. Capcom.
And like one of the big MVC characters that people love
is Bone Wolverine, because he's faster than regular Wolverine.
Sentinel.
Oh, okay, yeah, true. That Mango Sentinel.
Sentinel. So Hasbro has like their version of like Kickstarter, but it's like Hasbro. Last year they made Unicron. This year they're making Sentinel, and Sentinel is going to be a 26-inch tall.
26 inches.
Yes, because he's supposed to be proper scale to the 6-inch Marvel Legend.
Wow. Okay.
It's going to be 350 American bones.
Oh my god.
Uh-huh.
So how many are you getting?
I don't know, like 6?
6? Just a couple? Just a couple?
I think it'd be pretty cool. I don't know where I'd put it. 26 inches. Like, if you look behind you, that Diva statue is 18 to the tip of the fin.
Bruh. That's too large.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Where do you put that?
All right.
Like, I think my bag is 26 inches.
All right, so hear me out. What you're going to do is that you're going to take your Gao Gai Gar, and you're going to take all your Sailor Moon figures.
Oh, yeah.
And you're going to take all your Persona 3 figures. Okay?
Yeah.
You're going to give them to me.
Oh.
And then what'll happen then is that you have enough shelf space to where you can rearrange it and have him just be in half a shelf.
Wow. Wow.
I'm doing you a favor here.
That's quite the... Wow. It's genius, really.
Yeah, it really is. To
Genius,
it really is.
Wow. Yeah, okay, cool. There you go.
That's fucking... All right.
It's a large toy.
I know, like, you've shown me the toy collecting scene.
Yeah.
But I think every single time I learn news about it, it's always just like, bro, the toy collecting scene is nuts.
Yeah, when I think about it, it's like, why? It's like, it's one of the most, like, what's the word I'm talking about? It's just, like, non-essential things to still be created in modern society.
Yeah, and it's not like, so, like, video games now, we have collector's editions and whatever. But, like, they're always afterthoughts. The business model of toys is like, how do we get that 30 or 5-year-old money?
Yeah.
Right? And it's just like the opposite of what I would think a business would give a shit about.
Yeah.
Right? They'd be like, you know, like Jimmy down the street wants a fucking 6-inch Spider-Man. Hell yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Right? But no, it's just like, here's this 26-inch fucking giant motherfucker
Yeah.
that no 6-year-old can afford,
Yeah.
right?
Like this is aimed at like a particular audience, and it's just like, you want it, we're making it.
It's crazy that's viable, right?
Yeah.
Because even in video games, like the whole physical collector scene, like only really a few companies can do that.
Yeah.
And it's not you're making like corporation-sized decisions.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah. So, yeah. Toys, man, they're crazy.
All right.
They're ridiculous. Those are my picks.
I'm going to start off with Tom Holland.
Spider-Man.
Tom Holland, Spider-Man is in the news, baby.
Tommy H.
Because he
He's a she.
is on the set of the Uncharted movie, my friend.
Oh, easy now.
The Uncharted movie is real.
He's supposed to be Nathan Drake, right?
I think he's supposed to be Kid Nathan Drake,
Okay.
but I don't know about old Nathan Drake, because Tom Holland's still pretty young. So unless they do some makeup.
You think they're just starting it early?
What, the making of the film?
No, I mean like the legacy of the franchise.
Oh, you think it's not going to be like the game progression? It's just going to be like, we're going to start from childhood at 4.
Yeah, because we're like, listen, this is a 15-year franchise. We got to make sure this kid sticks around.
It could be. You never know.
Like, look at James Bond. Like, if you know Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
Do you know when he first became James Bond?
How old is he?
Right now,
Yeah.
he's above 50.
And how old was he?
34.
Oh my god!
Yeah. So he's.
Well, I guess that's the same with like Hugh Jackman and Wolverine.
Yeah. Speaking of which, the first X-Men is 20 years old today.
Gross.
2000 that came out.
Wow.
It is 2020.
I want to go back in time.
Yeah. Wow, right? Wow. How's that even a thing?
Ew. Okay. But yeah. I guess like that could be it. Like if they think that it'll make the bucks. And the movie machine has been thinking more in terms of franchises now than ever has been before because of the success of Marvel. So why not make your own fucking Indiana Jones franchise, right? Like,
What if Tom Holland is Nathan Drake's kid?
oh, it's like a canonical addition to the game?
Maybe.
I don't think that would happen. There's no way.
Like, you just have old Nathan Drake with, what's her face? Emily?
Emma?
Emma?
No, I forget her name.
I don't know.
You love that game. I thought it was your favorite.
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Emily?
I don't know. Okay, whatever. Whatever, Vince. Ugh, disgusting.
Yeah.
Don't you own the collector's edition or some shit for like 4 or 3?
3?
Does it come with like a necklace or whatever?
Yep.
All right. Well, the Uncharted movie is real. That's the main takeaway here. Tom Holland is there for reasons. Who knows? After that, next Netflix has announced that a new Arisen hero will come to Netflix in the form of the Dragon Dogmas anime.
Yes.
I'm sorry, what the fuck is this announcement? Was this like in the works before? Did I talk about this and forget about it?
I can't remember, but I'm excited.
Because like Dragon's Dogma is pretty popular.
I liked that game when it came out.
With the hipster scene
I liked
of
it.
video games.
I liked it.
I tried to play it, had a couple rough patches.
Yeah.
I think I ruined the game for me because some guy was giving out his level 99 healer for free as a companion.
Oh, right.
Or sorry, level infinity. My bad.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I kind of ruined the game for me.
Yeah.
Because everything just gets one shot.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, was there like did people want this? Was this asked for?
I don't know.
This is just such a like out of left field thing, but yeah, it's coming out September 17th, coming to Netflix.
Cool.
I guess I don't have to play the game anymore.
I guess so. I can't even remember what the game was about.
I just remember that you try and fight a dragon and the dragon fucking rips your shit apart. And then his claw touches your heart.
Yep.
And then the game happens because you're chosen.
Yeah.
Other than that, what else we got? Sony has reportedly increased, doubled the projected production of the PS5.
I heard.
They are aiming for 10 million units produced by 2021. And all this is because of COVID.
Because they're thinking that we're
They're
on the
thinking
inside.
that we're gonna like you might be able to go outside, but it's not gonna be like before. And they're just like, people gotta play games, bud.
That excites me, but also saddens me.
On one hand, it will not be hard to get a PS5.
But is it worth my social life?
What if your social life was on the PS5?
Oh God, no, no. Like the only time I would say yes to that if we just went full sword art, and like
Oh, I'm just gonna lay in my bed forever and be connected to VR.
yeah, but not VR because the way that works is like your mind disconnects and goes into the game.
Oh shit, like Matrix.
Yeah, like it's not a you're looking at goggles. It's
Okay.
boom, conscious out, conscious
That's
in.
cool.
Yeah.
Are you technically dead in your real life body?
No, your real life body's going.
I don't remember Sword Art at all.
Your real life body's going.
Okay. Alright.
The problem with that is they got trapped in the game, so they couldn't wake up.
Oh, that was it.
Yeah.
Okay.
They couldn't
Some
wake
hacker
up.
was like, LOL, get wrecked.
Yes. Sounds like fun.
But yeah, so this is kind of, I don't know, it's, when I read it, I was like, oh wow. And then as I thought about it, I'm like, no, that's smart. Like PS5s went into production like, what, last month?
Yeah.
And they're all prepping for, I assume, a holiday release of some sort. So,
September.
you think it's gonna be September?
No.
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 I'm gonna say like
It's November.
mid-November.
Mid-November?
Mid-November. It's gonna give you like 6 weeks leeway before Christmas.
I'm gonna say October.
Ooh, okay.
Yes, October.
All right. We'll return soon with an official release date, and we'll see who was right. I don't think it matters. Who cares?
Yeah.
But this is just a smart business move.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really interesting seeing how businesses change their whole dynamic due to COVID. Like just how kind of world changing the
Oh, I know.
infection really is. Eh?
I know.
It's cool. And then just before we get back into video games, I have a. Remember that time I was telling you about how, like it was like last year, that a sealed Super Mario copy sold for over $100,000.
Yeah. But it was a special version, right? Like something was special about it.
It was a sealed.
Oh, it was just sealed?
A sealed copy of Super Mario Bros. For the NES.
Oh, okay.
The record has been broken.
Oh, no.
As of July 10th of this year, a mint condition sealed copy 9.4 graded Super Mario for the original Nintendo Entertainment System has sold for $114,000.
Wow. Why?
So I don't know, but I was reading an article last year, and I think some videos came out about high-end collectors, people who just collect things.
Yes.
And that they believe that video games are going to be the next hot commodity in terms of
Fair.
high-end collecting.
Really? Okay.
And so a lot of these people are giving these insane sums of money because A, they're cash rich, and B, because they're making an investment bet. Right? So this $114,000 is a super inflated value.
Yeah.
Because someone is just like, I just need this because the last one did so well. And if I actually buy it, I set a precedent for how much this game costs.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I set the market. And it's a really nefarious tactic, I guess, in terms of, like, what an item's true value is.
Yeah. Because
at that point, it's just the market is set at your value of the product, not the
Yeah.
actual value of the product.
Yeah.
And that whole series went into like a thing about like art collecting and everything like that too. It was pretty cool. But it's
That's crazy.
it's crazy, but also like as a collector,
Yeah.
it's like unfortunate.
Oh, absolutely. It's
Because this is like the first sign of video games are gonna get bug wild eventually.
Absolutely.
Right? And like it's just I'm gonna hold on to like it. Just when I thought I was like maybe I can offload some of these games, now I'm just like, oh, maybe if I just hold on to them longer, I can
Yeah, maybe.
sell more shit. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah.
Right? But it's like such a huge gamble. So it's cool from the outside,
Some bullshit.
but it's some bullshit from the inside.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of sad.
Okay.
But other than that, Ubisoft had an event, and
Did they now?
the only thing there was Tom Clancy Elite Squad,
They did.
which was Overwatch with Tom Clancy characters.
Yeah, I don't want to get it.
That was weird.
Yeah.
That was real weird. But they announced Far Cry 6.
Mm.
So the guy from Breaking Bad's in it.
Mm-hmm.
I forget his name. Is it Antonio something?
I can't remember.
He's the guy who owned El Pollo Loco.
Yeah, he's in a lot of things.
Is he? I don't watch TV, so I don't.
He's in a lot of things.
Okay. But he's in it, and the big thing here is that people are saying that it's a prequel to Far Cry 3. Because the kid has the same kind of like eyebrow scar that the main villain from Far Cry 3 does.
Oh.
Here it is. Oh, Giancarlo Esposito.
Yes.
That's his name. So he's playing the main villain. It looks like a Far Cry game set in Cuba. It looks cool, but my main question to you is not about Far Cry itself, but does anybody care about Far Cry anymore?
No.
Yeah, because like the last one I played was Far Cry 4.
Yeah, 5 was the one in America, right?
Well, yeah, it was America, and then there was Far Cry, was it New Dawn? And that was a direct sequel to the American one if nukes went off.
Oh, right.
And everyone lived in like a post-apocalyptic wasteland.
Yes.
Video games, am I right?
Yes.
But at this point, I haven't seen gaming forums or anything give a shit about Far Cry again since 4, and even then it was dying down.
Yeah, it was kind of like, it was one of those things where like, I remember 2 came up, we were like, whoa. And then
It's open world fire physics. It's fucking crazy.
And then 3 happened, and like, yo, this game's sick.
Ever tell you the definition of insanity?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was that game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I don't know.
I want do something new, Ubisoft. Come on. Those
No.
are my picks. I'm sad now.
That's too bad.
I'm a sad.
That's too bad.
I'm a sad.
That's too
boy.
bad.
That's too bad.
Hmm.
What have you been doing in your week?
Stuff.
Stuff.
Not by Duff, though.
Is it stuff that we can talk about on a separate podcast?
No.
Oh my god.
No.
Is it stuff about the space war?
What's the space war?
The where you planted a seed?
Oh, no.
Oh my god, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Let me backtrack my week, okay? Let me just think about this.
I bet you're wondering how I got caught up in this mess.
I did some more YouTubing. I think. Yep. No, I did a video. I did 2, but one of them is halfway done edited. I last week I said I would check out some anime.
Did you?
So I checked out anime.
Okay.
I checked out 4? Maybe?
That's a lot of anime.
So where shall I... Okay. I looked at the season. I was like, okay, well, what do I want to
A lot
check
of
out?
sequels.
Oh, it's not a sequels, but also like a lot of good sequels. A lot of sequels I want to see.
Okay.
First up, I watched My Teen Romantic Comedy Snafu Climax.
Oh, that's out.
That is out.
Oh, baby.
So the first episode of that is out, and it's a good thing I watched the first 2 seasons in the spring to catch up, because they pick up right off. Like, they just pick right up.
Oh, wow. Okay.
If you do not remember, you're going to be like, what? What was the big, like, cliffhanger from 2?
I will have to rewatch this.
Yeah, so it's they only have 1 episode out at the time that I was watching, so like just bear that in mind. It's but it's that level. It's good stuff. It's the one that like I know that like by the end of the 12 episodes I'll be crying and be like, oh shit, man, what the fuck?
My feels.
Yeah, damn.
All right. Okay.
I went over to check out another sequel that's out, Fire Force.
Ooh, I still have not finished the first season.
TJ, did you watch the first episode of Fire Force?
I watched the first 2.
Okay, so did I. They do. So the opening is like this fight against a giant like fire thing,
Okay.
and they all go buck wild.
That sounds great.
It was really good.
It was so good, but I forgot how much I loved Arthur.
The Excalibur guy?
The knight. And episode 2 is basically they're just like, I know you all like what's his name? Kusakabe?
Oh, the bad guy.
Yeah. We all know you like Devil Fire Feet.
Yeah.
But don't forget, the Night King is equally as good.
He has a sort of blue flame.
Yeah, and like they really double down on the lunacy.
Okay.
Like he gets like exponentially more powerful.
That sounds great.
The more he daydreams about himself.
The more he has like a sick ego, the more he's like, I'm gonna just wreck shit. Fuck yeah.
So like for example, there's one guy with a whistle.
Yeah.
And what he does, he blows his whistle and he can buff you. Like he'll like give you fire resistance.
Oh, that's cool.
But he looks at him, he's like, he's my bard.
He's my bard.
And I am the knight. And this old man's the shield. The holy shield.
This is great.
And he just becomes unstoppable.
I gotta watch this show again. Oh my god.
And because they're firemen, they do a annual calendar.
Do a fireman calendar?
A nude calendar.
Oh my god.
Like they double down on the lunacy.
Where does Fire Cat Lady come into all this?
It's men only.
Oh.
It's men
only.
And their pose is power.
Of course it is. It's gotta be power.
Oh, yes, it is.
It's power.
Okay.
It's power.
Like Full Metal Alchemist power?
It's power.
All
With a
right.
capital pow.
With a capital pow. All right. Okay. Oh man. Oh man. I gotta watch this now. This is great.
Catch up.
It's so funny.
I should catch up.
It's so funny. It's good. It's good. And
We're gonna fax.
the other anime I watched is I went to Netflix this time
Yeah.
because there's something I wanted to watch in the spring season, but Netflix picked it up, and which meant that they wouldn't air it until it was done.
Okay.
So it came out in the summer. That was Brand New Animal.
What?
This is by Trigger.
Oh, the thing where they're on the furry train.
Yes. How much do you like furries?
Okay, I don't want to alienate any of our listeners just in case. But honestly, like at this point in my life, whenever there's like animal characters and that's the main center thing around the show, furries have ruined any sort of innocence that theme has anymore. And I just avoid it. Like Beastars, I was like, "Oh, maybe Beastars will be good." But I can't do it. I can't do it. Like I know a guy who's a furry and he's so fucking creepy. And it just ruined it. It just ruined it, like straight up.
Okay, so I will say this does not lean into the whole furry mechanics. Like,
Okay.
like in fact, what it is
Tell me how to min-max my furries.
like it's basically racism. Like you're a furry, I'm a human.
Yeah, that's usually what it is, though. It's like, right? It's like, I'm different from you because I'm an animal. Fuck you.
But what if I told you could like it's more like animorphs?
Oh.
Like you are always in human form. And furry mode only comes out when we fight. It's
So-
actually more like bloody roar.
I was going to say, it's bloody roar.
It's bloody roar.
If I want to be Alice the rabbit,
Yes.
I got it. Okay.
Yes.
All right. You sold me. I'm back in. You son of a bitch, I'm in.
It's also by Trigger, so it's balls to the walls crazy.
Okay.
Like it's about basically it's about a girl who was a human who says she caught a disease and became an animal. She became a tanuki.
She caught animal COVID and
Yes.
became a fucking
And she became a
squirrel.
tanuki. And,
That's hilarious.
And so now she's looking for a way to become human again.
Okay.
But along the way, she gets saved by the Silver Wolf.
Dude, these are all just bloody roar characters.
And he's fucking Batman.
Oh my god. Okay. All right.
He's got detective mode with his scent.
Okay, I
like-
guess that makes sense. Yeah.
Like he closes his eyes, it all goes black, and then he just sees through walls. And he's so awesome because he's like, no one is worth my claws, so I'll just use my fists.
No one is worth my claws. Oh my god, this is just Yugo from Bloody Roar. All right.
So he just beats people up. He's the wolf man who beats people with his fists.
yeah, this again, it's Yugo from Bloody Roar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good stuff. It's good. It's typical Trigger stuff though. Like it's that blend of just like
If it's more about the fights and less about fucking weird anthropomorphic animal relationships. Like,
No, it's not about that. It's
I'm down.
it's a story about a girl who's just trying to find her way back. But along the way, there's a lot of politics and there's a lot of just lunacy that
aren't
happens.
there always?
Yeah, there is. But it's cool.
All right.
It's cool.
All right.
I almost finished it.
Wow. All right.
12 episodes. I'm on episode 10.
Okay.
So,
I guess that's why you haven't been
to be
doing
fair,
the other stuff.
I was going to do that today, and then I got on a call that went on way longer than I thought it was going to be.
All right. Okay.
And then I have one more anime to watch.
Which is?
And this one was the most surprising one. Because this one was...
I swear to God, if you say God of High School...
It was God of High
Fuck
School.
off!
It was God of High School.
Oh, this looks so generic.
It is. But you'd love it.
What? How? Why? How? Sell me.
First of all, it ain't in Japan.
I'm unsold already.
It's in Korea.
I'm like half sold back in.
It's in Seoul. They're in
unsold.
They're in high school.
Korean high school.
Yeah, Korean high school. But it's just the God of Iron Fist tournament.
What? What?
It's literally just
It's
we have a tournament, and if you win, we will grant you any wish.
what?
That's literally that's the whole that's the plot.
The show was a tournament arc.
Yes, that's it. Like you are in the tournament arc, and it's not like we're warming up. It's let's go.
Oh, you know what? Sure.
The man,
You know what?
the
Sure.
man, the main character's fighting style.
Yeah.
Is Taekwondo.
Of course it is.
With fists.
Of course it is.
And
Wait, doesn't Taekwondo use fists?
it's all kicks.
Is it really?
Don't you remember Tekken?
Oh yeah.
It's all kicks,
It's all
baby.
kicks, baby.
It's all kicks.
This guy looks like the fucking who was Tai?
Digimon.
Yeah, the main character from Digimon with the goggles. Except he's
Listen,
got, like
okay, it opens up. He's a little boy. His grandfather dies, and
Yeah.
his grandfather says, "Be strong."
Mhm.
And then it goes to, "I'm late for school. I'm late for the tournament."
Chikoku.
Yes. Like, it cuts out all the bullshit of shonen, and it just says, "Yo, we know you like fights."
Yeah, and I'm already strong because my grandfather told me to be strong, so obviously I'm strong.
In a season that has Fire Force, this might actually be the best looking show.
Oh my god.
So just bear that in mind.
Okay. So because the show is set in Korea, are they speaking Korean?
No.
Oh, interesting.
So that's the one thing. Like, I can't really tell a difference between like why this is Korea versus why. Like, I know that this is based off of a Korean comic. That's why.
Yeah.
But like, to be honest, the way it's animated, you can't tell. You can't tell if this is Korea or Japan.
Well, none of it's animated in fucking Japan
exactly.
anyways, right? Like
Yeah.
it's all in China or it's all in like Bangladesh or something.
So it's definitely missing that, and like apart from the fact that it says Seoul somewhere, it's just like you would never know.
Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed that they just didn't go full on and be like, here's just it in Korean, because it's a Korean comic. But
Yeah.
oh well, is it a Japanese studio that is doing the anime? Like, is publishing it?
I don't know who the studios who's making it, but Crunchyroll's publishing it.
Oh, that's even weirder then, because they're an American company.
Yeah.
What? Oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah. But it's cool.
Okay.
Like, if you just want to see people fighting and doing stuff.
That's kind of, listen, the other day, I was watching, like, just One Piece fight compilations on YouTube. So, I like anime fights.
Like, they and it gets pretty brutal.
Luffy versus Rob Lucci. That's a good fight.
Oh, I should tell you the caveat to how, like, they deal with the whole, like, fighting in high school and stuff.
Yeah.
They get injected with nanomachines.
Metal Gear!
So that,
Metal Gear.
so that right after the fight, you could be healed instantly.
That's... What?
Because you're students, man.
Why don't they just have this for everybody forever?
Listen, there's a lot of, like, dumb questions. This show reminds me of, like, the reason why I like, let's say, young boys anime, where it's
Yeah.
like, oh, we're here to just, like, do the action
Show you
and
cool
sell you the
things.
toys. And
Don't ask too much?
Yeah.
Okay.
But this is like, we're not selling toys here. We know you just want to see cool fights. So
So this is Taite Kubo after Ichigo lost his powers. where it's like, how come Bleach is still going? And he's like, I just want to draw shit. Like,
Kinda.
I just want to draw powers, my dude.
Kinda.
All right.
Kinda. Like there's the three main characters. One of them is like, okay, he's our main character, and he wants to be strong. His grandfather told him to be strong. He just wants to fight more people. Like he's Goku. He's like, I just want to fight whoever's stronger.
Yeah.
We have another guy. He's literally One Punch Man, and
Okay.
like he's just his whole motivation is, oh, I got a dying mom. I need money for the medical bills. Obviously, right? Then we have the girl character who has a sword, and she's like,
She can fight in school with a sword.
okay, so there's no rules in this.
Oh wow.
It's just whatever weapons, whatever martial arts.
But obviously they're like super fast, so like guns are ineffective.
you got it.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
Her father gave her that sword and said, please find someone who's strong enough to carry on the spirit of our dojo. And she couldn't find anybody, so she just kept training until eventually
She was strong enough.
She was strong enough. And she wants to make sure that the people... Basically, no one's coming to learn her sword, moon, crescent sword style.
Man,
So she is there to promote it.
all the people in North America who complain about there not being enough strong female characters in media,
Yeah.
just fucking watch anime. Because they're fucking everywhere.
Yeah, you need to watch like the first episode just to be like, whoa.
All right. I'll give it that one episode shot.
Just, yeah. When the main character just starts kicking, you'll be like, oh,
Do I still have my Crunchyroll subscription?
who cares? It's free.
Yeah, but what if I'm watching that 1080?
Oh, good question. I don't know. Yeah. So, yeah, that is The God of High School. The one I wasn't able to check out because I got too caught up in what's it? Brand New Animal was ReZero had its second season start, and I didn't get around to watching it yet. But I will.
Is the show still happening?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the one with Rim and Ren or whatever the fuck their names are?
Rem and Ram.
Rim and Ram?
Yeah, and Subaru.
Subaru. Wasn't there like a cooking offshoot recently?
I think that was Fate.
Oh, okay. Those are not the same shows?
Unless you're talking about Isekai Quartet.
No, Isekai Quartet is the anime based off the video game Isekai. Or no, based off... No, it's not. What's the one where it's something quartet where your JRPG team is cheerleaders or idols?
Oh, I know you're talking about.
It's not Isekai Quartet. It's something quartet.
I can't remember.
Fuck, that was weird.
Yes,
Never mind. I went off on a tangent.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll try and do ReZero for next week. There's a couple other ones I wanted to check out, but they're escaping my mind right now. I can't quite remember. Yeah. That's what I did.
I'm like kind of disappointed,
Yeah.
but at least you watch new stuff. At least you watch something.
I did.
Cause me, I did a lot of nothing. I've been reading a lot.
Wow.
I'm almost caught up on Berserk.
Gross.
I think I've got like 50 chapters left, and I'm caught up.
That's pretty gross, Anthony.
And man, Berserk has changed so much since
What do
I
you
first
mean?
started reading it.
Isn't it your favorite?
Because remember, my complaint with Bleach for a while, or not Bleach, sorry, Berserk, I said was, it was just very one note edgy.
Yeah.
I'm super strong, but I get damaged, but who gives a fuck? Because I'm angry, bitch.
Yeah.
Right?
Because I got guts.
Because I got guts. And eventually it turned into more depth, more storytelling. But now it's gone so far to the other direction that it's just like, bro, where's all the cool demon shit? And recently I got to an arc where Griffith does some shit, gets a castle, does some cool stuff. But it's getting so deep into the world building that it is now missing a lot of the cool fight stuff. And when fights do happen, the author has grown in love, fucking loves 2-page spreads, right? And 2-page spreads in manga are always the landscape scene setting shot. And the thing with that is to show a grand scale, but it's almost as if like time is frozen for you to show this.
Yeah.
Right? And there's so many of them. And his art is so fucking good. Like, I'm in a pirate war arc right now, and it's awesome. He's on a pirate ship. He's doing rad shit. There's like mermaids and stuff. It's fucking cool. But like actually using guts now is so one note. He just puts on the berserker armor, and then everyone goes, "No, Guts, don't put on the berserker armor." But then there's an enemy who's too strong, and he has to put on the berserker armor.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
And then his edgy part comes out, and it's just like, "Don't be absorbed by the edge, Guts. I'll become a ghost, and make sure you're not absorbed by the edge." But then there's always a point where it's just like, "I lost him. I don't know what happened. The edge was too much, so now he's full edge." And
He's full edge.
He's full edgelord.
So edge.
He's full edgelord, bro. And then he defeats the bad guy, and his body is put into like this fucking irrecoverable amount of damage, unless they have the magical fairy that fucking travels with them everywhere, who is their get out of jail free card.
Yes.
And at this point, like, anything involving Guts is the fucking same, and now it's getting boring for a different reason. Rather than it being too much edge and not enough world building, now it's too much world building, and whenever they use Guts, it's really anticlimactic.
Yeah.
Like, he still does cool stuff. He like
Yes.
cuts dudes and
Yes.
cleaves people,
Yes.
but it's just it's predictable.
Yeah.
And that's what's unfortunate. And everything's kind of turned into more classical anime. You have your party, you have your joke characters, you have sometimes you have villains that are... There's this one pirate character in this arc that's like basically Team Rocket.
Yeah.
Like, every chapter he just shows up, gets his ass kicked, and then goes back into the ocean, and then comes back. It's fucking weird. But it's still enough to keep me going, and man, that his new fucking art is awesome. But yeah, the more it goes on, the more it feels like Dungeons and Dragons.
I think that's a problem with a lot of like anime manga. Like, these stories span decades, so obviously the author has to change.
But how does One Piece stay so quality?
It doesn't. Like, that's his grandest trick. Like,
There's
that's the real treasure there.
yeah, the thing though is like normally in anime and like stuff that spans over decades and stuff like this is that the power progression of characters is usually up.
Yeah.
Right? It's just like, I'm gonna keep going, I got this power spike so I can do something. Okay, keep going. But in this one, even though he's technically getting stronger,
Yeah.
the way they show him fight makes it feel like he's weaker. Because Guts in early Berserk doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, he's the Doom guy before Doom guy. He just rips and tears through fucking any demon that comes in his way. And it's this eternal struggle of darkness and sad emptiness and shit like that. And now that he's like gaining more humanity, like, because they started off with such savagery,
Yeah.
it almost feels like the line is going down instead of up, even though story wise it's going up. It's weird.
Okay.
I went full weeb and I bought the Book of Five Rings by Miyamoto Musashi.
Hold on. Like the sword one?
The legendary ancient samurai guy. The guy who invented two sword style.
Wow. Wow. You're an idiot. You're an idiot.
Because I finished that Talking with Strangers book and I lent it to TJ and I was like, oh, I want to read something else. So I bought that book, and like, this has been republished multiple times, so it's cheap. It was like $10. But so the book is all about Miyamoto Musashi's learnings through being a fucking wandering psychopath, where since the age of 13 to the age of 30, all he did was wander Japan, finding the strongest fighters, and be like, yo, bitch, you want to fight? And then if they say yes, he murders their ass. Like,
What a life.
that's his job. Like, his job was to just be the strongest.
Wow.
What's your occupation? Oh, I'll be strong.
Wow. Okay.
Right? And the Book of Five Rings is the culmination of all of his learnings about combat and life and martial arts as it applies to life into one book. And when you read it, it's he talks, or at least I'm reading the English translation because like I would have no fucking chance at any sort of original writing because it's all historic Japanese.
Fair enough.
But what he talks about is like the science of martial arts, the science of swordplay,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And if you take it at face value, you would just be like, man, this book would be hella useful in the 1600s. like if I were alive in samurai time, man, this would be fucking useful as fuck.
Yeah.
But if you kind of look a layer deeper and you take away the swordplay, or you replace the swordplay with something else that's like a modern day combative thought.
Yeah.
It's a lot of really cool, just like it's almost like an ancient motivational book of like how to wield the tools at your disposal.
Yes.
And it's not necessarily like you have to live like me. You have to wander the fucking forests of Japan and fight every living creature that exists or whatever. It's just, these are the tools that were given to me, and this is how I utilize those tools.
I see.
And other people, like he brings up carpenters a lot. Like carpenters have a lot of tools at their disposal. And if they don't know how to use those tools, you're going to be lost. And it's like, it's a whole metaphor of just like, at least in this first kind of like first quarter of the book, it's about using the tools that you have been given and maximizing their effectiveness, and also like realizing what tools you have. Like, yeah, sure, maybe you're not a fucking 6'4" buff dude, right? And you don't have that tool, but you have other tools that they don't have, and you can utilize it in different ways. But you kind of got to look past the layer of like, hey man, if you have a sword and you're indoors, you're gonna kill that spear guy. Because that's how it's written, right? Because a lot of the book is just, man, like spears are really useful, but like halberds are kind of less useful than spears, right?
Yeah.
But you got to think of it in terms of not weaponry. You got to think of it in terms of like how your hand in life has been dealt.
Yes.
Right. It's pretty interesting. I do feel like a fucking weeaboo max, like a turbo weeb reading this book. Like I definitely try and read it in private. But it's a really, really interesting read.
Nice.
Back on the degeneracy path. I played more League
What?
for the past 3 days.
What?
Yeah, I feel bad about it. But also, I've been winning a lot.
Oh my god.
Because I picked up a new champion.
Oh no.
His name is Jin. He is, he's a fucking serial killer. He's an assassin.
Yeah.
He's an 80 carry. And his whole gimmick is that normally in League of Legends, like when you go up to a thing, you can auto-attack it, right?
Yeah.
Jin only has 4 shots
4 shots.
before he gets to reload. And all of his shots do kind of like a little bit of extra bonus damage. But the big thing is his 4th shot. His 4th shot always crits and does bonus damage based on the opponent's missing health. So he's really like, he's cleanup crew, baby. He comes in, he's like, bop, get fucked.
Yeah.
And he cannot gain attack speed.
Oh.
He is always at the set attack speed. What happens is that when you buy items that give you attack speed, they give you AD based on the percentage attack speed bonus instead. They give you attack damage. So he's just really all about getting your attack damage as high as possible, hitting those crits, and kind of cleaning up. He's not going to be doing a lot of consistent damage, but late game he's going to be doing like 15k crits and just like, oh, you're an assassin with half health? Get fucked.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so he's cleanup crew. I like his ultimate is really cool too, where he just brings out an attachment for his gun, and it turns into a sniper rifle.
Oh, cool.
And you have this cone over a certain area, and you get 4 shots, and every shot slows down the enemy, but also your same auto attack rules still apply. Where the first 3 are normal, but then that 4th shot is always a crit and does bonus damage based on missing health.
Okay.
So you just start clearing fools like from afar. It's pretty great.
Cool.
It's very fun. But
Nice.
also, I really should stop playing this game.
You should.
I don't know why I keep coming back.
You should.
And then the last one is Elatrion, man.
Yeah, Monster Hunter.
The Monster Elatrion fight came out. The fucking internet is up in arms. At least the North American internet is up in arms. And the Japanese internet is like, why you guys such pussies? Just beat it. Like, I don't get it. Just beat it.
Just do it.
Just do it, bro. Elatrion is an MMO boss.
Yeah.
Elatrion is, you are in a set arena. He has a certain set of skills that you have to master, and you have to defeat him in a certain way. It's really weird because the rest of Monster Hunter is built around freedom of builds, right? But with that freedom comes the meta, right? Where it's like, oh, it's fucking sticky bowgun, just destroy everything. Oh, it's blast attack, whatever, just destroy everything, and that works on everything, right? And that's the unfortunate downside of having your gameplay be super open like that.
Yeah.
And Elatrion comes in and he's like, "Oh, you want to use blast on me? I'll get fucked, nerd. It's not that effective. Oh, you want to use like just kind of paralysis and poison? No, I don't feel like it because of his whole nuke gimmick. And the nuke gimmick is after a certain amount of time, Elatrion will do a Nova attack. You cannot use Farcasters in this arena, and if you don't do a certain amount of elemental damage to Elatrion, either fire or ice based on what mode he's in, you will not, like, no matter how many healing items you are using, you will not survive it. You will full team cart.
Oh, wow.
So you have to build it. You have to have a Elatrion build.
Wow.
There is no other way around it.
Whoa.
It's kind of nuts. I think it's every day that he switches his starting element? Yeah. So every day he switches his starting element. So if the day he starts with ice element, you're going to want a fire build and vice versa.
Oh my god.
Right?
What?
And the gimmick here is that you want to break his horns. Because when you break his horns, I believe it sends him back to the previous state he was in. So say he started in fire and then went to ice, and then when you break the horns, it'll force him back into fire, because then all your weapons will be very useful again. And when you do enough damage, it'll give you like a little messenger prompt, like some guy will be like, hey, you're doing a really good job sealing his power, right? And that's kind of your, okay, you passed the DPS threshold, the next nuke isn't going to kill you. But the nuke still has enough damage to kill you if you're not healing.
Oh.
So, like, health boosters are mandatory.
Yeah.
And usually what you got to do is that when it's a survivable nuke, you all get together, put down like 3 health boosters, and then just kind of sit there and wait for it to not kill you.
Wow.
I hate
Because you soloed it. TJ beat it, but he soloed it.
Wow.
With the sword and shield.
Oh my god.
it's a good weapon.
Right, so what, you use what, life powder or like max potion or
A stare jerky.
a stare jerky? What does a stare jerky do?
It heals you, I think, completely. But then it also increases your,
Defense?
you know,
Your recovery?
red health
Oh,
bar.
it turns into the yellow health
Turns into
bar.
the yellow bar.
Okay.
So I just eat 2 of
It
those.
puts that natural recovery on it. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, it's a fucked up attack. I beat him once, but my plan is to let Japanese players do the work.
Isn't that always the...
That's the best plan.
Yeah.
So I used my Lunastra hunting horn support set,
Yeah.
and I SOS'd, and 3 Japanese players came in with ice light bow guns, and they fucking demolished. And I was just giving them the defense up XL, attack up XL, all the stamina they need. And yeah, it was a good time for all. But I want to say out of the maybe 15 plus times I've faced him, I've beat him once.
Wow.
It's hard. It's so fucking hard. And at first it's really frustrating because I was like, I just want the fucking Elatrion shit.
Yeah, everyone does.
Give me the stuff, right?
Yeah.
I want to make his stuff. But then, like, as I kept playing it, I'm like, oh shit. Like, this fight alone gives me a reason to play old content in the game.
To go and build specific sets out?
And I think now, this is a super smart gameplay design decision from Capcom.
I'm glad he's not an event. Like, he's just in the game, right?
I think he's still an event.
He's still an event.
He's
Okay.
still limited time,
Okay.
but he's not like he's not like a siege,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
He's just a monster. You just kind of roll in and go. You don't have to have a room dedicated to Elatrion. You just go in and do whatever. But like, they found a singular monster that they have changed up the way Monster Hunter normally works in such a way that now you kind of have to go back to build stuff that is off meta in order to get this Elatrion stuff. And like, I've been fighting a bunch of monsters that I never normally fight, like Silver Rathalos or Barioth and a lot of fire monsters and stuff like that. And I'm just like, oh, like I'm enjoying this game all over again, where I'm getting that grind back so I can beat this fucking god monster. And it's super fun. I really like it.
Yeah, it's really fun.
I
It
ended
kind
up
of forces you to like actually learn the game.
Yeah, that too. Like, his attacks are so nutty that and the fact that you can't Farcaster back, you have to like learn his patterns and you have to learn how to play against him and stuff like that. You can't just be like, oh, I'm out of potions, Farcaster, I'm out of here, bitch.
Yeah.
Right? That's kind of what made Monster Hunter World a little bit too easy in a lot of cases. And yeah, now they're just like, hey, this is old Monster Hunter with a new fucking bow on it, baby. Like, welcome back to the difficulty. And it's fun. It varies up the game a lot.
Do you think this is the end
Of
World or Iceborne?
I don't think so. Well, there's still Frostfang Barioth. But is it the end of World? No. Is it just enough time for a new expansion? Probably. Because there's still a lot of monsters and like staple monsters that they haven't done yet.
You don't think that's like a PS5?
So that's the other thing. Like, either they're gonna move Iceborne, or it's gonna be Monster Hunter Planet or some. I don't fucking know. Monster Hunter Mars or some bullshit, and they're gonna continue it on the PS5, or they're just gonna be like, all right, here's, if you want to play the next expansion of Monster Hunter, here's you can buy the PS5 version if you want, I guess.
Okay. Would you buy PlayStation 4 Expansion 2 or brand new Monster Hunter on the PlayStation 5?
I would buy brand new Monster Hunter PlayStation 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That like, Monster Hunter to me since 2 has been a system seller.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Would you buy Monster Hunter World Iceborne PS5 edition?
yes.
But you cannot carry over your save.
No.
Oh.
I can't see, the thing is, at that point I would play on PC.
Okay. Fair enough.
Cuz like, the PS5 hard drive, that's fast as fuck, but so is my PC. And my PC can run shit real good.
But PlayStation 5 exclusive content.
What's the content?
A whole new expansion.
So like, monsters are exclusive to PlayStation?
Yes.
Like, it's a PS5 branded Nargacuga?
No. Like, we heard you wanted the Fatal 4, so here they are.
Oh, fuck off. And here's a secret fifth one because it's the PlayStation 5.
You got it!
God damn it. Yeah, I'd go to PS5 on that one.
Okay.
I also think, like, if the PS5 hard drive is as fast as they say it is,
It's fast.
I think that we can convince Blaven to come back to console Monster Hunter, and we can have a squad of 4 again.
No. Because then you'd have to convince Blaven to buy a PlayStation 5 when he has a perfectly capable PC.
We can do that. We can do that. We can get
Is
there.
he back in school?
I don't know, actually. I think is he starting this summer? I forget. Or this September?
I don't know.
Because, school's a expensive thing.
He just sell his body. He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Okay.
But yeah, Latreon, like, at the outset, I was just like, fuck this. It's fucking impossible. Because, like, I'm hunting Horn, so I'm not doing a shit ton of elemental damage. But I'm like, I'm buffing you guys enough, you fucks. Like,
Keep going.
Yeah, just fucking get in there. But then, like, the more I play it, I'm like, okay, no, this is really smart. Just in terms, like, game-wide, it's really smart. Like, I'm doing guiding lands farming now because I need, like, crystals from there to make the silver
Of
Nephilim
course.
set and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Like, I did not have a reason to touch the guiding lands before this.
That's how I was just leveling up.
Yeah, but now I'm just like, cool, let's fucking go, baby. It's a good fight. It's a hard fight, but it's a good fight.
Okay. Sounds good.
I made his great sword.
Elatron?
Yeah. His the fucking base sword, the rare 11 sword, has 12,000 dragon element on it.
12,000?
12,000 dragon element.
What?
No, sorry, 1,200.
Oh, I was like 12,000?
1,200.
How is that not like the best weapon in the game?
sorry. My I'm ESL. Sorry. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah. 1,200 dragon element.
Wow.
And I think when you upgrade it, it's 1,800.
Damn.
It's kind of nutty. And then I know the Barrios set has fucking punish draw, so I'm like, great sword set, baby. Let's go. I need more focus charms.
Good luck.
Good luck with that.
Good luck. It's all the charms you need, right?
I need 3 focus vitality.
Yeah, okay.
Slot
Good luck.
floors.
I have like one of those.
I don't have those.
I have 0.
Oh, you guys don't have. Oh, you don't. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's rough, buddy.
It's okay.
It's rough out there.
We always have the charms that everyone else needs.
I know it's garbage.
Yeah. Because I don't need those.
It's like they know we're playing together.
Yeah.
These jerks.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's been the new stuff in my week.
Cool. I think that's a podcast.
That is a podcast.
Cool. Well, next week, we'll still be here.
Hopefully doing stuff.
Yeah, I'll have more anime to talk about.
Is one of them Gundam Seed?
Yes.
Oh, well, I'm gonna hold you to that. I'm gonna hold you to it.
I might talk about one episode.
Oh my god! You know what? Progress is progress. Progress is progress.
Yeah. Until then, we will, continue writing in. Well, it's like, I know we were not good about answering your questions this week, but we'll try.
Yeah, we kind of bombed it.
Can't all be winners.
They can't all be winners. It's true.
See ya.